Haunted by the aftermath of the Treaty of Versailles, economic and military collapse, poverty, and disillusionment, the German people were looking for hope. This hope was given to them by the new government, which set out to restore Germany to its former glory and beyond, no matter what the cost. Will this hope be false? That is for you to decide. You will assume the role of Franz Halder, an officer of an old and renowned Prussian school of military tradition, who is soon to become the German Army Chief of General Staff. You will have to do the bidding of the highest authorities, and at the same time make sure your fatherland and its people do not perish in their deadly struggle. Your actions are what will set apart fame and infamy, victory and defeat, prosperity and collapse, reason and insanity.
Soviet Russia is making futile attempts to establish the Bolsheviks regime in Spain. The German government supports the brave volunteers who gallantly resist the puppet government of the Spanish Republicans. Following the call of their valiant hearts, many Germans volunteered to fight alongside the Spanish rebels. General Halder, I came upon your orders, sir.
Halder, as you know, our new divisions formed with volunteers are about to be sent to Spain. Germany needs an experienced commander who would lead them to victory.
I believe any officer should be gallant and put Germany above all else.
Well, maybe someone comes to mind. This assignment will certainly open new career prospects.
I'm convinced the officer's honor should always be the main motive, not the career ladder.
That is exactly what I have been looking for. Halder, I like your approach. I know you're a very talented and gallant officer. If you had asked me, I would have sent you personally to put things in order there. Yet I cannot order you in this case.
Herr Goering, please allow me to lead our forces. I will depart for Spain immediately.
The German government is highly grateful to you for this act of bravery.
The Civil War in Spain has been quite advantageous for us. We've spread our influence to a European state of major importance and given our pilots a baptism in fire. Still, this conflict is turning into a tiresome affair. While the Wehrmacht has plenty of bigger goals to focus on, the Republican government is on its last legs, so get in there and deal the death blow. Of course, armed with our cutting-edge technology, the Francoist troops would eventually win regardless. But this could be good for the public image. A good reminder for the Spaniards who they owe their victory to. The Republican government is holed up in Barcelona. Our primary objective is Tarragona. If we take it, we will split the Republican territory in two and leave the Catalonian capital cut off.
Give us the coordinates and watch the fireworks.
We're the elite.
Your forces are comprised of both core and non-core units. Core unit strength indicator is green and round-shaped, and for non-core units it is yellow and hexagon-shaped. Non-core units are allocated for one mission only, while the core units will accompany you throughout the campaign. You will be able to level them up and provide them with new equipment. These units are the ones which should be under your primary protection.
The Hammer of the Reich! Ready to depart. Keep moving! Keep moving!
Ammunition and fuel icons next to unit strength will allow you to quickly get important information about it. If the unit is still able to move during the current turn, the canister icon will be green. If it can no longer move, the icon will be gray. Likewise, the ammunition icon shows whether the unit has attacked this turn. If the unit is low on ammunition or fuel, the corresponding icon is yellow. It becomes red once the unit has run out of it completely.
What is it? Acknowledged. Move into a position.
Give us something to shell already!
Reconnaissance is extremely important in an offensive. since it provides you with full intelligence information regarding the presence of enemy forces, thus making your attack more effective. A reconnaissance unit can move several times per turn, as long as it has move points left. Once the reconnaissance unit notices the enemy, it automatically stops and they can move again. If an enemy surrenders to your reconnaissance unit, it gains full information about all the enemy units nearby.
We will outmaneuver them.
We'll move quietly.
Infantry is good for assaulting the enemy positions after the artillery and air bombardment. It is also the best unit for storming cities, mountains, forests, and well-entrenched positions. A well-entrenched infantry is a tough target for the enemy assault.
Give us the coordinates and watch the fireworks.
You have selected an entrenched unit. When a ground unit finishes its turn while still being able to move, it gains 1 level of entrenchment. The unit can have up to 6 levels of entrenchment. Each level of entrenchment increases all defenses by 1. The unit loses all levels of entrenchment when it moves. Naval and aircraft units cannot gain entrenchment. Each attack against an entrenched unit reduces the entrenchment level by 1.
Artillery incoming! For glory! Double time!
Tanks are ideal for a rapid offensive in open terrain. However, they are vulnerable in close quarters to the infantry units in difficult terrain, such as cities, mountains, forests, swamps, shallows, and well-entrenched infantry units.
One day this war will end. Better not be soon. For Deutschland and its people.
Damage is indicated with the numbers above the unit being attacked. For ground and aircraft units, there are 2 types of damage: lethal.
We have taken Tarragona, Field Marshal Göring.
Good, good. The Republican government must be panicking, and rightly so. I am sending you our newest Panzer IV tanks to assist in the assault on Barcelona. Make sure they see enough action that this counts as a conclusive field test. I will expect your report after the battle.
We'll take the point. We've discovered the enemy. Everybody stop. I see the enemy.
Artillery is the basis of the firepower of your forces. It can weaken enemy fortifications to allow your troops to attack without heavy losses. It is also good for defense, as it provides fire support to the ground units within its range. However, its main strength is its long firing range, which allows you to destroy the enemy troops from afar. Remember though, artillery is vulnerable to aircraft attacks and in close combat, so it needs to be protected.
Can you see anything? Already there. We will save the world from chaos.
Be careful when you send your tanks into city, mountain, and forest terrain. If they run into enemy infantry, any skirmish will likely result in heavy losses due to close quarters.
Heavy caliber! Oh, I love this assignment! We were born to make war. We did it! We have attained our objective, sir.
All city, forest, and mountain terrain offer much better protection from enemy attacks. Right-click an empty hexagon to learn more about its terrain.
We'll get there in no time.
Recon company standing by. Affirmative.
We will rule the day. Ready to roll. Reporting as ordered, sir. Marching on. One day this war will end. Better not be soon. It's not very comfortable here.
Beware the fire support of the enemy artillery if you attack enemy troops with an artillery unit nearby.
Panzer Corps at the ready. Armored troops at your disposal. Blast those bastards! Pursue the enemy! We don't need roads. We will save the world from chaos. Double time. It's us or them. The battle is over. We have attained our objective, sir.
Our aircraft can now use this airfield.
Give us the coordinates and watch the fireworks. Already there! Almost!
We'll move quietly. Acknowledged. Move into a position.
Your unit has been withdrawn from a supply zone. The delivery of supplies to the unit has been stopped. The supply zone is marked with a white box symbol in the upper corner of each hexagon while the unit is selected.
Ready to roll. Outmaneuver this! We prevail. Might makes right. We employ superior combat tactics. The Hammer of the Reich! Open fire! Infantry is the Army's core. We will rule the day.
We have captured Barcelona, but the Spanish government seems to have escaped before the assault.
They should get used to fleeing their own capital. Hopefully they won't be so audacious as to start unpacking so soon. I'm sending several Luftwaffe units into your command. The people of Germany have invested a lot of time and effort into forming these units. Now it is time we evaluate the result. Let me know how well they perform in real combat. A few months ago, the Republicans took the city of Teruel. That's our gateway to Valencia, and their government must be hiding there. So, it is about time Teruel fell back into our hands.
Tactical bombers are flying artillery and a great tool for wreaking havoc on any enemy troops, although you have to be careful of the anti-aircraft units Overwatch and fire support. It is better to scout the enemy positions before sending in bombers. Do not leave your tactical bombers without protection. Remember, they are a prime target for enemy fighter planes.
We will do battle. Can we start blasting already?
Christmas is here and I have a bomb bay full of presents. Correcting angle of approach. Tactical bomber, armed and ready.
Fighter planes are vital for gaining air superiority. Keep your fighters close to allied aircraft you want to protect, and they will provide fire support. Fighters are able to attack ground targets, although with low efficiency. They can use the Overwatch breakthrough skill to counter enemy anti-aircraft fire and clear the way for tactical bombers.
We employ superior combat tactics. Armored troops at your disposal.
We're the elite. Keep your eyes peeled, everyone.
Ready to depart. Our tanks are not heavy, but fast.
Anyone call for divine intervention? Approaching coordinates, altitude normal. Run or be removed. Advancing in that direction.
At your command. Good day to score some kills. Engines at top performance. Can we start blasting already? Pursue them before they call in support!
We'll take the point. Moving out.
Ready to roll with speed and precision. In Guderian, we trust. It's not very comfortable here. We don't need roads. Always ready. We are the last ones standing. Now, we can put things in order.
You have captured an enemy supply point intact. It can now be used to supply your troops.
Any orders?
Anyone call for divine intervention? Run or be removed.
We will rule the day. Thick armor won't help if one is thick in the head. Speed is our forte.
What is it? There, see it? The enemy. Nice and easy.
Our tanks are not heavy, but fast. We don't need roads. We are heavy hitters! Acknowledged! Aces high! In Guderian, we trust. Breakthrough!
An anti-tank unit has overwatched your troops. When your unit enters gun range of an enemy with active overwatch ability, it is automatically attacked. You can disable the enemy overwatch by attacking it. It is better to do a reconnaissance before sending in your armored forces.
Advancing to coordinates!
Dropping bombs. Pressure normal, advancing as ordered. Anyone call for divine intervention? I have a bad feeling about this.
Thick armor won't help if one is thick in the head. We rule the day! Stop! Aim! Fire! Can you see anything? No respite for the enemy.
We'll move quietly. Holding the key location.
Give us the coordinates and watch the fireworks! We will save the world from chaos. Time to move on! Reporting as ordered, sir. Forward, march! Can we start blasting already? We will save the world from chaos. Ready to roll, with speed and precision. Outmaneuver this!
Fire from the sky. Here's your Christmas gift.
Watch out, it's anti-aircraft overwatch fire. It is costly to attack the enemy positions protected by anti-aircraft units. Try making a preliminary attack on the enemy anti-aircraft units to disable their overwatch ability before sending any aircraft squadrons to engage them.
Bring the hammer down. Parting the clouds.
You're as good as dead. Advancing to coordinates. Can you see anything? Can you see anything? Outmaneuver this! Continue the engagement. It is under our control.
Standing by for orders.
Where to, Commander?
Good day to score some kills. Can you see anything? Speed is our forte. Artillery, reporting!
We're the elite.
No army can fight without infantry. Our tanks are not heavy, but fast. The hammer of the right! Always ready.
Hopefully, no fighters today. Enemy escaping bombing area. Advancing in that direction.
Thick armor won't help if one is thick in the head.
We'll move quietly. Moving out.
Run or be removed. Hammer down. Parting the clouds.
Lucky you on the ground. It's freezing up here. I have a good feeling about this. We employ superior combat tactics. Our tanks are not heavy, but fast. Panzers on the move. Ready to depart. Keep moving! Keep moving!
We will lead the way.
We employ superior combat tactics. Keep moving! Keep moving! Armored troops at your disposal.
Enemy positions have the fire support of anti-tank guns. They are shooting at your tanks.
Enemies run, we run them over. We employ superior combat tactics. With divine assistance.
Field tests of our newest Panzer IV tanks were successful, Field Marshal. This new model has proven to be a highly effective instrument of war.
Great news, Halder. It seems in the tank building industry, we are also ahead of all the other European countries. That may prove to be handy very soon.
Hammer down. Correcting angle of approach.
About to run out of ammo. Engaging the target. Heard you loud and clear. Always ready. One day this war will end. Better not be soon. We will save the world from chaos. Give us something to shell already! Oh, I love this assignment! Panzer Corps at the ready. Time for some action. Can you see anything? Breakthrough!
We're out of payload.
I'm empty. Need to rearm.
Give us the coordinates and watch the fireworks.
Take the high ground. Can you see anything? We employ superior combat tactics.
All is quiet, but not for long. I don't like how exposed we are.
Thick armor won't help if one is thick in the head.
Any sensitive assignments for us? Enemy down. Oh, it's free real estate. The Republican resistance in Teruel is no more.
Finally, justice has been restored. The road to Valencia is wide open. This is a momentous opportunity, Halder. The Francos have been trying to reach that city for months. If we take it now, in a matter of days, we will once again demonstrate the superiority of the Wehrmacht. I believe this calls for reinforcement. I will give the appropriate orders.
Standing by for orders.
I'm empty. Need to rearm. Can you see anything?
Any sensitive assignments for us? Another win for the intelligence.
An anti-aircraft unit is a powerful and versatile weapon. Its main purpose is to protect your forces from enemy aircraft by overwatch, fire support, and direct attack of the enemy. However, it can also effectively combat ground units. Large caliber anti-aircraft artillery is a good weapon for destroying enemy tanks.
We are unstoppable.
We're out of payload.
I'm empty. Need to rearm.
Your aircraft is running out of fuel. In order to refuel, the aircraft has to land in an airfield within a supply zone. Carrier-based aviation can use carriers as an airfield.
Open fire. Yeah! We won! We have attained our objective, sir. Our tanks are not heavy, but fast.
Give us the coordinates and watch the fireworks.
We employ superior combat tactics. No time to stop. Might makes right. Enemy forces are escaping.
Shells hit for full effect. You better believe it.
Captured.
Our forces have taken Valencia, Field Marshal Goering. The city is under our control.
Your successes are dazzling, General. Now all that remains is to capture Madrid. The Republicans' morale is all but gone, so this scuffle will barely be worth calling a battle. Meanwhile, I have convinced our Italian allies to support you. Their units will arrive soon.
This is Commander Krivoshein speaking. General Halder, you may have noticed the Republican tank divisions posted near Madrid. I have personally trained those crews, and let me assure you, you'll break your teeth if you try to take a bite out of Madrid. How about you keep your distance, comrade? We're common soldiers. There's no cause for a quarrel between us. Let the top brass decide the Spanish capital's fate. Top brass, Commander? Aren't you a volunteer, same as I am? Let's get to the point, though. You are not in a position to make demands. Madrid is completely surrounded. and your chances of winning are close to nil. So how about you take your men and retreat? As a fellow officer, I will personally ensure you aren't fired upon. A generous offer, General, but I'll have to turn it down. My orders are clear. Hold Madrid at all costs. You really don't want to know what they'll do to me back home if I disobey them. As you wish, Grivashane. You have a few days to contact your top brass and negotiate the Soviet contingent's orderly retreat. Otherwise, let us meet on the battlefield.
General, the Abwehr has been keeping an eye on the enemy communications. A recent radiogram from Albacete claims a part of the garrison has deserted the city and joined the Francoists. They are holding out at the city's railway station, but they are both outnumbered and outgunned. This is a great chance to both capture Albacete and gain new allies.
They've already deserted their posts once. What's stopping them from doing so again? These men are turncoats. But you're right. This way we can take the city with minimal bloodshed. I will give the orders. We're advancing towards Albacete.
For glory! For Deutschland and its people. We are heavy hitters! Affirmative!
Anti-aircraft guns ready.
Our tanks are not heavy, but fast. We'll get there in no time. It's not very comfortable here. Time to allocate ammo for priority targets. Ready to depart. Ready to roll.
We are the guns of the Reich! For glory! Advancing swiftly.
Ready to roll. We make victory our routine.
Infantry is the Army's core.
Run or be removed. It's about to get loud down there. Hostiles are retreated. I don't like how exposed we are.
We employ superior combat tactics.
Target is toast!
Weapons bay almost empty.
We have helped the turncoats in Albacete to take control of the city.
Your moral principles may prove an asset in this war, but I'm glad you could find a compromise. There are allies you like and allies you need, but having both is a luxury. General, my agents report a large shipment of English machine guns has arrived from Madrid to Cuenca a few days ago. It seems the garrison commander has since been summarily executed for one reason or another, and the new commander hasn't seen fit to unpack the shipment yet.
Are you suggesting we pay them a visit? Why not? Our troops can always use more machine guns. We have captured the enemy stockpile at Cuenca. Indeed, it was chock full of excellent Vickers machine guns. Thank you for the timely tip, Admiral.
With speed and precision. Can you see anything? It's not very comfortable here. Panzers on the move.
If anyone asks, this unit does not exist.
Moving out!
Anti-aircraft guns ready.
We will save the world from chaos.
Can we start blasting already? Repositioning.
I didn't want to join the army. Double time.
Ready for some havoc.
It's not very comfortable here. Take aim.
Need anything bombed to the ground? Pursue them before they call in support!
It's not very comfortable here. We will outmaneuver them. With divine assistance.
General, ceasefire! Ceasefire! I have contacted the Soviet High Command. My new orders are to retreat from Madrid. If your offer still stands, an officer's word is not easily broken, Commander. Go. I will make sure my troops hold their fire. Thank you, Halder. It is rare to see such honor from your level of military leader.
Can we start blasting already? Can we start blasting already?
No army can fight without infantry. Pick up the pace.
Have no fear. Be there in a few.
Can you see anything? We don't need roads.
Christmas is here and I have a bomb bay full of presents.
General, you risk being outmaneuvered by the Spaniards. Franco is rallying his troops for a massive offensive. If you don't capture Madrid in 24 hours, the nationalist forces will easily do it first. I recommend haste.
Artillery, reporting!
Pass the word, all enemy flights are grounded.
Artillery, reporting!
Always ready. Double time. Attention, all hands. Concentrate your fire. It's not very comfortable here. Stop. Aim. Fire. Can you see anything? Breakthrough. Enemies run, we run them over.
Watch out for enemy planes. Be there in a few.
Need anything bombed to the ground? Artillery advancing! Acknowledged!
We will lead the way. Watch your step.
Ready to depart. Might makes right. Can you see anything? Infantry is the Army's core.
All is quiet, but not for long. Starting bomb run. Kill confirmed.
This unit is on the verge of defeat. Send the unit to the service zone where it can be reinforced. The service zone is a 1 hex range around an infrastructure.
The Francoist army group is on the move while you continue to wait around. You have more than enough forces to crush the Republicans without delay, so do it. Take Madrid so we can all go home.
AA guns reporting. Hostile in sight, attacking.
Artillery, reporting. Stop running! I'm not done with you!
Ready to depart. We will outmaneuver them. No respite for the enemy. Time to open up a bottle of schnapps. Forward, march! Armored troops at your disposal.
Standing by for orders.
Christmas is here and I have a bomb bay full of presents. Hostiles are retreated.
We'll take the point. Advancing. Squad, pick your targets. Sleep well, darling. Watch your step.
Thick armor won't help if one is thick in the head. Blast those bastards! We employ superior combat tactics. With divine assistance.
No army can fight without infantry. We are unstoppable!
Fuel tanks are almost empty. If the unit is within the supply zone, fuel will be resupplied at the end of turn.
Ready to depart.
This unit has run out of ammunition. Move it within the supply zone to resupply it. Supply zone is marked with a white box symbol in the upper corner of each hexagon while the unit is selected.
Panzers are the cutting edge of Wehrmacht.
Ready for some havoc. Enemy escaping bombing area.
In Guderian we trust. Establishing control!
The Spanish capital is under our control, Field Marshal Göring. The government has surrendered, and their Francoists are already putting up their flags around the city. It seems the civil war is over.
What a glorious day, my friend Halder. Be sure, the Führer will be notified of your commanding prowess. Finally, there is peace in Spain, though a costlier peace than would be appropriate. Still, the Führer is pleased with you, Halder. Return to Berlin at once. We expect your full report on the Army and vehicles' combat effectiveness now that they have been tested in the field.
Herman, just look at this endless list of candidates for the new Army Chief of Staff. There's not one halfway decent person in it.
I know your resentment of the Army High Command is justified, Adolf. However, what you could do is call upon your most loyal officers and ask which one commands their respect.
Democratic elections in the Wehrmacht. That is certainly something new.
As we say, one people, one Reich, one Führer. Yet it might be wise to discuss the assignment with the commanding officers, my Führer.
Who would you suggest as the best candidate for the Army Chief of Staff position?
In my opinion, it's Franz Halder. His operational actions in Madrid speak louder than words.
Franz Halder is the best candidate, my Führer. He is a brilliant strategist.
I think it should be Franz Halder. His military vision and talents can be of great service to our country.
I can recommend Halder, my Führer.
Or myself.
You can go, Manstein. The majority sees as the Army Chief of Staff a man who is afraid of starting a war.
So what? All strategic decisions are yours only, Adolf. He is a loyal commander who is highly respected. You need but an instrument to carry out your will. If you assign Halder, you will win over the entire Army High Command.
Did you know I was born here in Eastern Prussia? Feels good to return to my native lands. The Polish government dallies in indecision, and their army is half a century behind us in tactics and arms. While the Wehrmacht is fielding state-of-the-art aircraft and tank armies, the Poles fight on horseback. Mark my word, this conquest will be over the moment it begins.
The Russians have me worried. The Fuhrer may trust them, but I don't. How could Stalin possibly not see a new, strong Germany as a challenge? I bet his all-too-friendly facade will slip soon. We must keep an eye on our allies as much as we do on our enemies.
All political ways of resolving the situation at the eastern border peacefully were exhausted. Thus, I have signed the Directive 1. I order to begin the offensive operation against Poland on the 1st of September.
Herr Führer, in case of military intervention in Poland, we will come under a very serious threat of an attack by Russian forces. I am sure that the Reich is not ready to fight two enemies at once.
Calm down, Halder. Ribbentrop has just signed the non-aggression pact with our Soviet comrades, which outlines the spheres of interest and confirms our mutual decision about the partition of Poland. As the Commander-in-Chief, I am sure it is best for us to be allies and trade partners with Soviet Russia, not enemies.
I have heard you say that you were not stupid enough to enter the war for the sake of Danzig.
Stop, Halder! How much longer should we tolerate the endless humiliation of the German nation? The German army is bound to protect our people, even those living in the territories controlled by Poland. This is your duty as a Wehrmacht officer. The council meeting is adjourned. Begin the implementation of the Plan Weiss. Deputies, men of the German Reichstag, for months we have been suffering under the torture of a problem which the Versailles Diktat created. A problem which has deteriorated until it has become intolerable for us. Danzig was and is a German city. The corridor was and is German. Both these territories owe their cultural development exclusively to the German people. I have also tried to solve the problem of Danzig, the corridor, and all the rest by proposing a peaceful solution. Yet I am wrongly judged if my love of peace and my patience are mistaken for weakness or even cowardice. Tonight, for the first time, Polish regular soldiers have fired on our territory. Since 5:45 a.m., we have been returning the fire, and from now on, bombs will be met by bombs. Whoever fights with poison gas will be fought with poison gas. Whoever departs from the rules of humane warfare can only expect we shall do the same. I will continue this struggle, no matter against whom, until the safety of the Reich and its rights are secured.
Gentlemen, the Führer has just made his final decision regarding the war against Poland. Operation Fall Weiss is to be put into motion.
The Wehrmacht units are on full alert and set to complete their objectives in the shortest time possible. Our advance will be swift and devastating.
Indeed, the Blitzkrieg strategy is our trump card. Applied correctly, it will bring Poland to its knees in just weeks. So, our invasion forces are currently deployed in the following areas. The Army Group North is in Germany. The Army Group South is in Silesia. A part of the Army Group North is in East Prussia. The objective of this offensive is to capture Lodz, Krakow, Lublin, Białystok, Suwałki, approaches to the bridge over Vistula, and Warsaw's Central Railway Station.
I am concerned about the Polish corridor. Our fatherland is still disfigured from the Treaty of Versailles, with Polish territory separating East Prussia from the German mainland. When we begin our offensive, this will paint a target on East Prussia.
Sadly, that is correct. Do not forget, however, that East Prussia is our direct route to Warsaw, should we manage to destroy the Polish line of defense near Mlawa. Those fortifications are state-of-the-art, but I think the Wehrmacht is more than capable of leveling them to the ground. Regarding the Polish corridor, it is to be eliminated in the least amount of time possible by capturing Gdynia and Danzig. Speaking of, any word from the Abwehr on that city?
Our units are already inside the city, poised for street fighting. According to our intelligence, the Poles had armaments delivered to the city post office. It is likely to become the enemy's main defensive outpost in Danzig. The Poles are also fortifying their military transit depot at Westerplatte.
Our battleship Schleswig-Holstein has approached Danzig under the pretense of a ceremonial visit. She will provide fire support to the German units inside the city.
I think the Navy's help here is unnecessary, even excessive. The Luftwaffe will swoop in and destroy all targets from above.
Believe me, our Air Force will have their hands full. The Polish pilots will not sit idly by as their cities burn.
I have entrusted you with some of my finest aviation units, and I hope you utilize them to maximum effect. However, I will not tolerate excessive losses among the Luftwaffe. The Reich has invested considerable resources into every pilot's training.
I understand perfectly well this would be a rather short war without the Air Force. Do not worry. We will do all we can to ensure our pilots' survival. I'm convinced this operation will serve as an effective demonstration of the modernized armed forces' improved capabilities. I order the invasion operation to begin immediately.